This is one of the meals when my family gets together and we haven't seen each other for a long while. This is usually one of the ones we'll make. I put it here in my book, My Mother's Excellent Sweet and Sour Pork. These are the ingredients you're going to need. Dole pineapple chunks. My mother was brand loyal to several things, and there were only those things that you should use. This is one of them, Dole pineapple chunks. You need salt, pepper. I use peanut oil. I do not use peanut oil. I use free expeller pressed canola oil. You're going to need cornstarch, flour, just distilled white vinegar, Heinz ketchup. You're going to need some sugar, about 4 eggs. Then you're going to need celery, a white onion, and a green pepper. You could use red pepper. I have done that, like half green, half red, because it kind of makes it pop a little bit in the color. But I'm just making my mom's today, so I'm just going to use the green pepper. And then you're going to need about 2.5 to 3 pounds of pork. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to chop this up so you can see what size this needs to be, and we'll get started. Okay, so I've chopped up the pork. As you can see, it's about 1/2 inch to 1 inch cubes. You try to make them as uniform as possible because you're going to fry them together. I have beaten up 3 eggs. I'm going to need 4. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need 4. So 3 eggs in there. And then this is my flour. So I put my salt on here. It's a teaspoon to half teaspoon depending on how much you like. I think I did like 3/4 here. How much salt you like. And then pepper, I put about half teaspoon of pepper. I put those 2 things on there. I mixed it all up. This is a cast iron Dutch oven. My mother used this exact pan. You're just going to make sure that you get flour on everything, which I'll show you, so that when it hits the pan, it is all covered in flour. There's no water hitting the hot oil. What I want is for the pork to float in there. I don't want it touching the bottom. Okay, I can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it kind of roiling a little bit in there. Roiling, R-O-I-L-I-N-G. So we're going to put it in here. I'm going to roll it in there. So it's all covered. These are the best utensils. I use these all the time. Yes, best tools for everything and very good tools for frying. Okay. And isn't it cute? It looks like R2-D2 rice cooker. So we're going to turn on our R2-D2 rice cooker, and that is where we are. When we are maybe 2 more batches with one almost done. You know, we stir it up now and then to get all the different pieces of pork that are floating. Everything's still floating. That's what you want. It's bubbling like this. That's what you want. You have 1 bell pepper that you have chopped into about 1-inch squares like this. We chop up a white onion into almost the exact same measurement of the bell pepper. I used 1/2 of a large onion, or use one whole medium onion. You have 1.5 cups of celery. So I cut it on a diagonal. As I said, Heinz ketchup. You and I might think that ketchup is something you put on a hamburger or a hot dog. But in the day, ketchup was actually used as more than just a condiment. So sometimes where you and I would use tomato paste, let's say in a soup, my mother would use ketchup. It's the same tomato, it's the same umami burst in the mouth. The ketchup has a different flavor, and that is what she used. Here I am with my pan. I've poured most of the oil out, but as you can see, this is all the debris from frying. And what I need to do is get this out of here, but I do not wish to wash this pan. There is a flavor in the pan that has come from the frying of the pork, which has hardly any oil in it, but it still has oil. And as you can see, none of the black stuff is there, right? Just gonna add like maybe a tablespoon. Yeah. This is celery, so we're gonna pop that in there. Over here, I have put 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and 3 tablespoons of water. We're not gonna overcook it. We're just gonna wait for it to get bright green. It's almost there. We're gonna put our onion. So it started turning a bright green. Because we want our veggies cooked, but we don't want them soft and soggy. I'm over, by the way, medium heat-ish. Add our green pepper. Bright green. These are getting cooked and a little bit opaque, yeah? We don't want anything to brown. Okay? So now I'm going to put this in. The whole thing. We're going to add the cornstarch so you can see that, so we can get it thickening, and then we'll add the pork, and then we'll add the pineapple. I'm going to pour in. I'm going to not pour in all. I'm going to pour in maybe 2/3. I just want to make sure that my measurements are right and I don't over thicken. I'm pretty sure 3 tablespoons is right. So we need to get that bubbling for the cornstarch to thicken this up a bit. See how everything is still really bright green, so we don't want to overcook. We've talked about that. I'm up almost to high at this point. Thickening. Okay, I'm going to add the rest of it. Stir it up. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to turn off, and we're just going to add the pork into here. So everything's hitting the pan warm. Add pineapple. Beautiful. My mother's sweet and sour pork. I hope you enjoy. My mother taught me many things about cooking, but one of her greatest lessons was always wear an apron. So, in light of that, I'm giving this away in a contest. Isn't it really pretty? I love it. It's very sunny, has lemons. So pretty. It's a happy apron. Has a little basket here. Baskets need something. The most important kitchen utensil ever developed by the human race. You may not use these, but you can always try, and if you use them, here, you need a new pair. I know I do. So to enter my contest, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button and like the video. The contest will run from September 13th, 2017 through October 10th, 2017. If you hit the subscribe button and I can see your name, I'll enter you in the contest. Thank you for watching my video, and I'm appreciating your company.